our guest of honor, Mr. Steve Disson, to come say a few words, tell us about the show.
This was the first site that we finalized. It was an easy decision, and many more reasons than last year when it was just, I heard good things from the skaters, or I knew about Jamestown from my good friend in Chautauqua, and that was the reaction that we received from the community, the experience of working with the building, Kurt and his great staff. We're very excited also that our event is going to be televised on Sunday, January 5th, the day before the Olympic trials and National Figure Skating Championships. The National Figure Skating Championships in Boston are the Olympic trials. So we're going to be televised and showcase this wonderful building, the Jamestown Savings Bank Arena, and the beautiful community of Jamestown and surrounding Chautauqua area on national TV at probably the greatest time, or the time when there's the greatest interest in figure skating, the day before the Olympic trials begin. Last year we had, and it's a tradition, Bart Kiner and Nadia Comaneci were the gymnastics hosts. Bart and Nadia, I am happy to say that the first event they did together was in my original skating and gymnastics show that I did in Vail. So they kind of met, I guess, socially through one of my shows. And as Nadia tells everyone, at the cast party following the party, I danced with Steve, and I knew that the next guy that came along would be my husband, because after Steve, we could only go uphill from there. But Bart and Nadia are returning. They have hosted second generation this event for every year, and of course with Nadia, you have the Perfect 10, the first Perfect 10, the most decorated gymnast of all time. Bart, an American gold medalist from the LA Olympics that everyone remembers, great TV host, and going from competing in our events to hosting. I have two skating co-hosts. So Kristy Yamaguchi will be here for the show as our live show co-host in skating, along with Michael Weiss. And for those of you who don't know Michael, he's still performing in a lot of my shows. He's the host for NBC now, on NBC Universal and NBC on their Grand Prix competitions. But Michael's a three-time national champion. We have 7 different skating acts in our show, and 9 people skating in the show. I was looking at the cast and I said, you know what, this is amazing. Every single skater and every single gymnast in the cast of this show, and this has got to be a first from all the 200 shows I've done, every single one of them is a national champion. Not a competitor, not a medalist, a national champion. Some of them are world champions, some of them are Olympic champions, but everyone is a national champion. Is we have Ashley Wagner returning. And Ashley Wagner is now not only the reigning U.S. national figure skating champion, but the 2-time. She won it she won it in 2013 and 2012. Joining Ashley in the show this year, we have the men's current national champion, Max Aaron, who kind of came out of nowhere last year and won the nationals, and he is our best male hope for the Olympics that are coming up. And for any of you who might have missed him at the nationals, he did 2 quads in his short program. Amazing. And a fantastic show skater. This is the first show, exhibition, special event that he committed to. So his very first was here in Jamestown. And we have the pairs team, Simon and Melissa, who are the current national pairs champions. And interesting, I spoke to Simon just last night about something, and he told me he's been to Jamestown. He's been to the Lucy Desi Museum. So it's a return visit, but a first-time performance for him. And so 3 of the current national champions. The only one who's missing is the dance team, which we had last year, Charlie and Merrill. And look what you did to their performance. They went on and won the Worlds, and now they're favored to win the gold medal in the Olympics. 3 of them. We just found out this week that we had permission to have 2 of the members in our cast for one number wear original costumes from the Lucy Desi Museum while they're performing in our show. That's a first. So that's a very exciting thing, and obviously that will further showcase the Lucy Desi Museum. Happy to announce that Elvis Stokoj, 3-time world champion, 2-time silver medalist, Olympic silver medalist, I think 7 or 8-time Canadian national champion, will be in the cast along with Joanie Rochette who some of you may remember, in my opinion, one of the real highlights of the Vancouver Olympics. Her mom tragically and suddenly passed away just a day or two before she was scheduled to skate. And instead of doing what so many people would have done, and this is in Canada, and just pack it up and forget about it, she went out and skated for her mom and won a bronze medal. It was a great moment. For those of you who watched the coverage in the States, Bob Costas had her on constantly in the show. She's a wonderful artistic skater who has taken this tragic thing and used it to motivate her to continue a sport which her mother loves so much. So we have Joanie and Elvis joining our cast for the first time. On the gymnastics side, in a Disson skating tradition that goes back, I hate to say, to her father, who was in my shows, and she says someday my children will be in your show. I said that is even scarier thought to begin with. But Nastia Lukin, for the 2008 Olympic overall gold medalist, who's such a an icon in the sport, will be returning and keeping a tradition of going that every year that I think since she was maybe 14 years old, she will be in our event once again. So we're really excited to have Nastia along with men's national American champions for 2011, 12, and 13. I mean, how great is that to have the three of them? One was here last year, Jonathan Horton. You remember him. He was a silver medalist in the Olympics in Beijing. And for a lot of you who don't remember, and I didn't even know this until after the show was over, because he loved doing these shows so much, he had a dislocated shoulder. So if you could imagine some of the routines he was doing with a dislocated shoulder, which he kind of kept quiet because he was afraid that we would be worried about him further injuring himself, is going to be back healthy. New father, and he's in the show. He's the 2011 champion. John Orozco, who is a member of the men's Olympic team as well. These are all three members of the U.S. Olympic team in London. And so is Jake Dalton, who was not here last year either, who is the 2013 a national champion. We have two young artists, female artists, who are both 15 years old, which is amazing that they're both 15 and so talented and done so much in their young careers at such an early age. Bella Thorne is the star of the #1 rated show on Disney, Shape It Up. Started as a model, doing a lot of TV work.
NBC's Skating and Gymnastics Spectacular. I like that name.
Yeah, and I love the spectacular end of it.
So what is this? Is this like a special that's on TV?
Yeah, it's going to be super, super cool.
I feel like they want to see and hear anything you do right now.
Well, I mean, maybe they can hear my new single. I don't know.
Thanks to the support of one of our sponsors, that the Century Council, who is back with us as a sponsor, is going to be bringing Bella Thorne to one of the middle schools the day before our event to speak to kids about making smart choices. So it's great that Bella's going to be not only performing, but active in the community around the time of our show. And interesting, Bella's role that she plays in Shape It Up is C.C. Jones. So it's only fitting that we have someone called Coco Jones in real life in our show as the co-star of the show. And Coco is fantastic. #1 grossing Disney Channel movie of last year was Let It Shine. She was the star of that show.
Coco Jones is checking into Radio Disney with a big announcement. She's going to be a part of NBC's Skating and Gymnastics Spectacular, which is going to be happening this winter. Is that one of your favorite seasons, by the way?
No, I'm sorry. Coco does not do cold. And I love ice skating. Like, I tried it, I'm bad at it, but I love it.
So do you think, like, you might ask any of the skaters or gymnasts to teach you how to, like, skate or do some stuff?
Of course. If I get the opportunity to learn how to do one of those beautiful spins where it's going really, really fast and you, like, slowly change your position, I'm totally going to learn how to do that.
So what can you tell me about your performance? Do you even know yet?
Well, probably I will perform the songs off my EP. I've been on tour with My Lesson, so I've been performing all those songs and also doing a cover of Lil Wayne's song, How to Love. It's cool, like I changed it around and there's like a little twist at the end of a different song that I put in the song and mixed it. So if I do get to perform that one, it's really cool. You got to check it out.